Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a different video for you today. A little different than my normal cooking videos. The company Temu reached out to me and wanted me to review some of their products, some of their kitchen gadgets. If you're not familiar with them, they're an online marketplace that carries almost anything you can think of, from kitchen gadgets and appliances, home decor, jewelry, clothing, electronics, and more. They also offer free shipping and free returns up to 90 days. And be sure to use my code below for 30% off your order. I have a lot of kitchen items to show you, and I'm going to review them and let you know what I think about them. I'd like to say a really big thank you to Temu for sponsoring today's video. Now let me show you what I got. This first item is an adjustable pie crust shield. And this one, or these two, were $5.87. If you're not familiar with these, they go around the edge of your pie to keep your pie crust from burning. And of course, I had to try it out on my favorite pie dish. They have little notches around the edge, that way you can make it bigger or smaller. That was a deep dish pie plate, and on the largest notch, it just barely fit. So I tried my other pie dish, which is not a deep dish, and it fit perfect. I was really impressed with the quality of these. They feel like they will hold up really well. So now I can't wait to try them out. This just gives me a reason to make my daughter a chocolate fudge pie. And this next item is a stainless steel food flipping spatula. It was only $1.87. You really can't beat these Temu prices. I saw this and I thought it was so neat. I was just trying to show you how this works, and I just grabbed that baggie to use as an example. We're going to be doing a lot of grilling this summer. Well, my husband is going to be doing the grilling, so this will definitely come in handy. And while we're on the subject of grilling, I got this stainless steel hamburger meat press. It was $9.48. Now, that was the price at the time I ordered it, and I heard that the Temu prices do fluctuate, but that's just because of sales and stuff like that. But I don't think they fluctuate by too much. This came in 3 pieces, and you just screw the handle on. And if you're like me and hate pattying out hamburgers, you put your hamburger meat in there, put the lid on, squish it down, and you make yourself a hamburger patty. Now moving on to my next and my most favorite item, it's this 72-piece cake decorating kit. And I thought $10.18 was a great deal. It has a little reference card to show you all the designs you can make. And these little scrapers here can help you to make little designs and grooves around the edge of your cake. This came with disposable piping bags as well as reusable, washable piping bags. Those really felt like they were made good, and I feel like they'll last a while. By the way, do I have any cake decorators out there? I absolutely love to decorate cakes. I'm not anywhere close to a professional cake decorator. I actually learned from YouTube. Before my daughter's first birthday, I was bound and determined to learn how to decorate cakes, and I've made her cakes every year since. I'll pop up a few pictures in a minute here of some cakes I've made. These are some little tips or little caps that hold the tips on the piping bags. I can always use these. I like doing a lot of different colors, so sometimes I have multiple piping bags going at once. And I cannot think of the name of this, but you pipe rosettes or flowers on it. This comes with a little brush to clean your tips. And we have even more piping tips. I was looking for the 1M. That's my favorite tip. That's what I used to do the rosettes on the cakes with. And I love this little case. It comes with all these little dividers. That way you can get nice and organized. And here's the little chart that shows you all the designs you can do. And I figured out what these little blue scissors are for. You take that little needle there that you pipe the rosette on, You take them scissors and you can pick up that rosette with them scissors. I hadn't mastered those flowers yet, so I'll be working on that. And I finally found my favorite tip. That's what I do the rosettes with. I was very happy with this kit, and that price was unbeatable. This is Lacey's, I think her 5th birthday cake. That's my niece Lila's cake. Another one of Lacey's. My nephew Logan. And that's my favorite one I did for Lacey. This next item is a portable lunchbox salad bowl container. It was $5.97 and is perfect if you need to carry snacks or take a lunch somewhere. That container in the middle there can be used for like salad dressing or dipping sauce. You could put your salad toppings in this tray here, or granola, maybe goldfish, Cheerios. It even comes with a spork. You just put your salad down in the bottom and then put your toppings on that tray. You put your salad dressing in that little container there in the middle, and you are good to go. This is not a huge container, but it could still hold quite a bit of food, and it would fit down in a lunchbox just perfectly. Up next is this food chopper, and the price on this was $12.17. I could really use this, and I've seen some others with similar choppers, and they make it look so easy. And I'm always chopping onions and bell peppers. The paper that came with this tells all the different parts, but no real directions. It comes with a couple different blades, depending on how fine you want to dice something. I was excited to try this out. I had an onion on hand, ready to chop. You gotta make sure you put all the parts on first though. I get ahead of myself sometimes. Okay, so I do want to give my honest review, and I just could not get this thing to work. I thought maybe my onion was too big, so I peeled it in half, and I thought that would work better. But no, it did not. I'll play around with this later though. It could very well possibly be something that I'm just doing wrong. I do like the mandolin on top though, and it did come with several different blades. And this thing right here keeps you from having an accident with your fingers. There's my little onion that didn't make it through. Does anybody out there have one of these? Am I doing something wrong? Here's a little basket that your veggies would fall into if they made it through that little blade. I'll keep playing around with it. Hopefully I can get it to work. Next up is an electric can opener, and it was $9.28. This has probably been the most used item from my order. It was so easy to use. You just pop it on the top of your can you're wanting to open and hit that red button. There's one of these that I had been eyeing on Amazon, and I'm so glad I waited and got this one from Temu, because the one on Amazon was $30. So this one from Temu was a much better deal. And I'm not sure how it does it, but the way it cuts the top of the can, it is not sharp. And here's my other can openers that are making their way to the trash. I've kept them all for this long because it seems like sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But this one right here has worked perfectly every time. Next up is this 4-piece teak natural wood kitchen tool set. I have really needed new wooden spoons. This set is so beautiful. I seen Brittany from Life with Brittany Rose. I'll have her linked below. I seen her haul these and I knew I had to have them. She's got a lot of really good Temu hauls if you want to see more. I love the look and feel of these. I can tell they're very well made. I love the color and I'm just so glad I got them. I have wooden spoons, but they were discolored from stirring tea, so it was definitely time for some new ones. This is a much needed item, a jar opener. And I love how they titled this one, Jar Opener for Weak Hands. That is definitely me. And you can't beat that price of $3.48. I'm the world's worst about not being able to open things. I had to try it out, and it works perfectly. I haven't quite figured out this other piece yet. I know it's a can opener, but I'm not sure. I couldn't get the little piece under the little flip top. I had to lift it up with my fingernail and then put it under. So I'll have to see what I can figure out about that one. So now I don't have to worry next time I'm home alone and can't get something open. This here will do the trick. Here's another one that I was really excited about. It's a ramen noodle cooker. Of course, it didn't have no real instructions, kind of like picture instructions. It came with plastic chopsticks, a fork, a spoon, with a little knife on the end. This one on the top is a lid. Then there's a bowl inside of the big bowl that you can kind of drain your noodles with. It didn't give any directions on how to cook ramen noodles, like how long or how much water to add. So I kind of had to Google and look it up. And all I could pretty much find out was put your ramen noodles in and cover it with water and cook it for anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. I'm not even sure if I was supposed to cook it with the lid on or not, but I did. If you have one of these, let me know below. How do you cook your ramen noodles with it? I just covered mine with water and microwaved it for 4 minutes. It was kind of hard to get that lid off the top, but I did that, and then I drained my noodles. I don't think I cooked them quite long enough. I should have put them back in the microwave, but I just rolled with it. I drained them and added in that seasoning packet and stirred it up. I usually cook my ramen noodles on the stovetop, so I love the idea of this way to microwave them. And I figured out the lid flips upside down and turns into a bowl. This next item is something I wish I had a little sooner. It's a baggie holder for your freezer bags. I actually just did a freezer meal video a few weeks ago. I'll link that below. It was a collab with my friend Mel from In the Kitchen with Mama Mel. I didn't have anything to hook my bags to, so I ended up having to use my blender, and I just stuffed the freezer bag down into the blender. But these are going to really come in handy. You just clip your freezer bags in there and then fill them up. These were only $1.48. I think I'm going to order some more. That way I can do more freezer meals at one time. And this is a square sandwich cutter at just $2.38. I already have one similar to this, but it's a circle. I like the square one though, because I feel like it doesn't waste too much bread. And this is kind of self-explanatory. You just make you a sandwich and squish it down on there. Now I will say, my bread is a little small. It's the Great Value sandwich bread. So it didn't do too good of a job getting rid of all that crust. The bread I get from Ingles though is much bigger, so I think it would work perfect on that bread. And I love how this little insert that goes on the inside here, I love how that seals the edges of your sandwich. This will be perfect to make the kids some homemade Uncrustables. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you again to Temu for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to use that code below for 30% off your order. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.